The Marvel Comics character Wolverine has been very popular for a very long time. So, doing his origin story was a great way to show us how his past molded him into the character that we all know and love. And as always, Hugh Jackman gave a great performance as Logan. If he had been given the right material to work with, he could have added a new dimension and depth to a character that he has definitely made his own.
I come with you. I'm coming for blood. No law, no code of conduct. You point me in the right direction, you get the hell out of my way.
However, the movie was less concerned with fleshing out an insightful and impactful backstory, and more concerned with getting Wolverine to a starting line for the greater X-Men continuity. And at the same time, the continuity itself was a problem. Almost nothing that happens in the released film lines up with anything else in the X-Men universe.
Wait, is that you? Stryker finally figured out how to shut you up.
Which leads to the other major problem of this movie, the X-Men. Now, I know the word X-Men is right there on the poster, but it shouldn't have been. Wolverine can certainly carry a film on his own, and adding mutant after mutant for no other reason than they're cool derailed the movie's focus almost immediately. The story should have been about revealing some unknown part of Logan's long and interesting life, and it could have accomplished that by removing all of the unnecessary characters and allowing Logan to develop as a person. So, with that in mind, let's try to fix X-Men Origins Wolverine. The beginning of the released movie was taken directly from the pages of the Origin comic. The reveal of Logan's father being this guy would have had a lot more impact if we were given some context on everyone's relationship. And if this scene could have been given a little more time to develop, it could have set a darker and more tragic tone for the story. Then everything plays out pretty much the same. Logan manifests his powers, kills Thomas, and runs away with his half-brother. But in this version, that character isn't Victor Creed, aka Sabretooth. Instead, he's Dog Logan, the character that was originally in the Origin comic. This way, the continuity stays intact, with Wolverine not meeting Sabretooth until the first X-Men movie. From there, we get the opening credit sequence of the two brothers through the years. But instead of several wars where they're revealed to be basically indestructible, we see them living a brutal life on the streets and in the wilds. A life where they have to rely on each other and their animal instincts to survive. Like the original film, we see that while Dog embraces his animal side, Logan constantly has to rein him back, and over the years we see the wedge that slowly drives between them. It all comes to a head when, in the early 80s, Dog gets them into a bar fight and he ends up killing a waitress in the process. At this point, Logan has a choice: run away with Dog like he's always done, or do something about his out-of-control brother. So, when Dog turns to leave, Logan knocks him out for the police. He later visits Dog in jail, and Logan tells him that he's tired of dealing with his animalistic rages, to which Dog says that he is an animal, that they both are. Logan says that he doesn't want to be just an animal anymore, and leaves Dog to his fate. Years later, Logan is working as a lumberjack in the Canadian Rockies, and he gets the nickname Wolverine from cage fighting at the local bar. Unfortunately, this also draws the anger of Malone, who Logan has replaced as champion. One day, Malone tries to pick a fight with him, but remembering the bar fight, Logan tries desperately to control his brutal impulses. Just as things get heated, Silver Fox steps in and diffuses things. Later, she introduces herself and tells Logan that she admires his self-control, jokingly saying that he's not just an animal after all. This is the first positive reinforcement Logan has gotten for trying to be more humane, and we see that he really needed it. We then cut to the introduction of Major William Stryker. He visits Dog in jail, having tracked him down after the bar fight, and he offers him an opportunity to serve his country. This is where we get the "I'm Canadian" line. So, Stryker then offers Dog a chance to get revenge on the person who put him in prison in the first place. That quickly gets Dog's attention. Back in Canada, Logan is going home after a hard day's work, only to find soldiers waiting for him. In this version, Logan isn't invincible and he can be knocked out, because giving him some vulnerability makes him, interesting. As he begins to black out, he sees Dog standing over him. From there, we see the whole Weapon X transformation. But this time, Logan's memories are wiped while he's unconscious. So, when he breaks out, he's nothing but an animalistic killing machine. In the aftermath of Logan's escape, Stryker has to answer to General Munson, who approved the project in the first place. The general is pissed at Stryker's lack of control over the situation. Stryker asks for a chance to clean things up, and considering that they just spent a lot of money and resources on the project, he allows Stryker to hunt Weapon X down by any means necessary. So, Stryker sends Dog to find him and report back. Once out in the open, Logan reverts to his animal instinct and retreats to the forest. He eventually starts running with a wolf pack and takes over as Alpha. We now see exactly what he's been running away from all along. At this point, Logan is nothing more than an animal. Occasionally, he gets a flash of memory, but this only angers and confuses him, so it's not very helpful. One day, Logan's tracking a bear when he hears a woman scream, and he comes across a grizzly attacking Silver Fox. His protective instincts kick in, and he fights the grizzly right in front of her. We see that he's wandered all the way back to the last place he knew. After the fight, he's too exhausted to run away, and Silver Fox recognizes him. She manages to get Logan to come with her and begins trying to rehumanize him. However, Dog tracks Logan down and sees him with Silver Fox. He tells Stryker that he has an idea how to get Logan to come to them. Stryker agrees because General Munson is forcing him to keep things as clean as possible. Meanwhile, we see Silver Fox slowly bringing Logan back to his humanity. He has no memory of her or anything before saving her, but he's grateful to her for helping him. We get to see how important Silver Fox has become to Logan as a person, not just a generic love interest. Unfortunately, Malone hears that Logan is back in town, and one day while Silver Fox is away, he challenges Logan to a cage match to prove once and for all who is the stronger. As they fight, Logan again goes against his instincts and tries to go easy on Malone. Intercut with the fight, we see Dog stalk and kill Silver Fox. So, as Logan is trying to overcome his brutality, we see what that costs him, which suggests that he might be going too far in the other direction. Logan leaves the fight having given Malone the victory, because for him, the victory was not killing anyone. Unfortunately, soon after, he finds Silver Fox's body, and he smells Dog at the scene. Remember, at this point, he doesn't have any specific memory of Dog, but he remembers that the scent means something dangerous to him. Logan tracks Dog back to the abandoned dam at Alkali Lake, but not the facility underneath it, and this again maintains continuity. Some soldiers attack Logan as he arrives, but being ready for a trap, he cuts through them pretty easily. General Munson watches Stryker's Weapon X kill his soldiers on the CCTV monitors, and says that he'll make sure Stryker burns for it, to which Stryker turns around and kills him before evacuating. Logan eventually finds his way to Dog. Not remembering him, Logan asks who he is, and Dog tells him that they're brothers. Logan asks Dog why he killed Silver Fox. Dog says that it was just in his nature. Logan suddenly attacks, and we see that the restraint he was using earlier in the cage fight is gone. However, Dog, being more savage than Logan, gets the upper hand and taunts him. He points out all of the people that Logan just killed, and says that it's in his nature too, because they're both animals. Logan has a flash of Silver Fox from the beginning of the movie, when she said that he wasn't just an animal. Logan battles back against Dog, though this time he uses more strategy than Dog's brute strength. Logan gets Dog at his mercy and tells him that he's not an animal or a man. He's both. And we see that that's true. Throughout this version, Logan has been fighting his animal side, even though it's clearly a natural part of who he is. Now we see that he's learned to balance both sides of his personality. Logan gets ready to strike, and knowing that he's about to die, Dog taunts Logan one last time. He reminds him that he's the only person who can tell Logan about who he is. Logan tragically says, "I know," and then cuts Dog's head off, killing him. We see the price of Logan's newfound balance. His instincts tell him that Dog will always be a dangerous animal that needs to be put down. Even though Logan knows intellectually that Dog was his best link to all of the memories he's lost. Logan then sadly retreats into the forest to be alone. And finally, like in the original film, a post-credit scene shows Stryker being arrested for General Munson's murder. So, that's how I would fix X-Men Origins Wolverine. Are there any movies that you think are in need of repair? If so, email me at the link down below or post a comment. And remember to click like and subscribe if you want to see more movies get fixed. Until next time, I'm Mr. Fix-It for Fix the Flick.